Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am so excited to be making this video because I am finally sharing who I am running the London Marathon with. Now, before I tell you, you guys know that I have gotten my Good for Age place on my own accord this year and last year, so this isn't necessarily me getting a place through a brand. I just want to clarify that. There's nothing wrong with that, but I do just want to clarify that this is sort of like in addition to the place that I already had at the London Marathon. Now, if you have been watching my videos since about 6 months ago, you would have seen that I nearly ran the Valencia Marathon last year with New Balance. And I won't get into that story again, but I'm so excited to share that I'm going to be running the London Marathon this year with New Balance, as you can probably tell by the jacket. And just if you've been watching my content on social media, you would probably also be able to tell that I've been sort of just integrating more and more New Balance kit here and there. And now the biggest question is probably going to be, Liz, what is your marathon shoe going to be? What is the race day shoe going to be? Well, if you've been watching my videos where I've been sharing some of my long run workout videos, you would have noticed that I have been running in the New Balance SC Elite V4s. Those ones that I've been wearing specifically are not going to be the ones that I wear on race day. They're the ones that I've been training in, but the ones that I will be wearing on race day are these little numbers. Wow. So this is the London Marathon 2025 official shoe. It is very loud and proud. It is very like London, like in your face, and it's just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous shoe. I think something that I have really noticed in training in this shoe in comparison to like other carbon plated shoes is that this just does not feel like a carbon plated shoe in comparison. I feel like when I tried the Nike Alphafly 3s last year, those were very loud, very squeaky, but also just like you felt that bounce, you felt that like carbon in the shoe. You guys know I'm a longtime Adidas lover. I'm still a longtime Adidas lover. And even with the Pro 4s, like every time I put them on, I know that I'm like putting on a super shoe and I feel like I'm getting a little bit extra of a superpower. And again, there is nothing wrong with wearing any of those shoes. I'm just more so talking about the difference that I feel in those shoes. When I'm wearing the SC Elite V4s, for some reason, I don't feel that way. I do feel like there is a bit of a rocker in the shoe. And as you can tell, there is a carbon plate in the shoe, but it just doesn't feel that way over time, if that makes sense. And especially when I'm wearing these shoes in my long run workouts that are supporting me in running those marathon pace sessions, I genuinely feel like I'm more so just like wearing a normal everyday shoe more than anything. And this is coming from someone who like really loves her super shoes, and so I've really tried quite a few. I've tried Asics, I've tried Adidas, I've tried Nike, and I think that these by far do not feel like a super shoe to me. And for me, what that means is that over the course of a longer distance run, I feel more supported, oddly enough. And I think that that's something that I don't necessarily feel in some other super shoes, is that by the time I got to the end of Cambridge Half in the Adios Pro 4s, for example, I could feel a bit of just like tension and not necessarily pain, but just like I felt like there was a bit of just soreness underfoot. And I don't really feel that way with the SC Elite V4s, which is why I've been really excited that they've really supported me well, and I've genuinely loved wearing them throughout the course of my training. So these are going to be my race day shoe of choice. So if you will be spectating, you will not miss me. And now you might be wondering, what has my shoe rotation looked like? Because obviously we don't just wear one shoe, we don't just train in one shoe. Now I've mostly been training in kind of a number of different shoes, but I've really been loving a couple of favorites here. Now, ones that I have yet to try are the 1080s. I did receive them last year, and so I have technically run in them before, and these are just technically the London Marathon edition. Again, very beautiful, loud and proud, and it's got London 2025 on the edge of the shoe. I've put these on and they feel just like the previous 1080s that I have, obviously. Very comfortable underfoot and just an all-around good shoe. So I'm excited to get some wear in these. They even have TCS 2025 in the shoe, which I think is so cool. Now, a shoe that I did not expect to fall in love with as much as I have is the New Balance Fresh Foam More V5. And let me just say, when I first unboxed these, they were so beautiful to me. And to me, these feel super similar to the Brooks Glycerin Max, which I have now clocked around 100 miles in, and I'm going to do a whole separate video on those shoes. But I have actually really enjoyed these. I've really been enjoying the Max Cushion shoes, especially for those recovery runs or just time on feet runs when I'm not doing a marathon pace workout at the weekend. I feel like I just need all the comfort that I need, and I want that comfort in a shoe, and I feel like this delivers it just as much as the Brooks Glycerin Max. And I've just been really loving both and kind of just like swapping between both for my easy runs, and they really just help me take my easier runs easy and slow down and just enjoy the comfort that I am getting from the support of the shoe. So I've really been enjoying these as well, and the color is just gorgeous and just screams spring, and I have fallen in love with these. And I'm gonna keep it honest, I don't want this to sound like I love every single shoe. I'm not getting paid to make this video. I'm not being told what to say in this video. This is just me sharing that I'm running the London Marathon with New Balance, which is so exciting, but B, I just want to share an honest gear sort of review. And I feel like the Rebels have been shoes ever since last year that I don't know, I have not really gotten on with them just yet. These are just like the ones that I had last year. If you guys remember, I did a shoe rotation before Valencia Marathon, and the Rebels were in those rotation as well. And I don't know, I think that there's something about them that I just don't quite enjoy very much. There's nothing necessarily to say that like pains me with the shoe or like hurts my foot in any way, but I just feel like it doesn't give me very much like response as a shoe. And obviously, like the shoes that we've been looking at, like you're either getting Max Cushion or you're getting a carbon plate, so you're getting more response. Whereas I know with the Rebels, I've been told over time that like with the shoe itself, you kind of need to wear it a couple of times before you sort of get like the true purpose of the shoe, which from what people have told me is that it like forms to your foot more and it helps you run fast, and it is deemed as a fast shoe even though it isn't carbon plated. But for me, I don't know, I feel like if I was ever going to wear this shoe, it would be for like an easy run. And like I said, at the moment, I'm just gravitating more towards the Max Cushion shoes just because I've been enjoying just having more support, my body's feeling more fatigued, and I just enjoy having that extra cushion underfoot, and that's just something that the Rebel does not give me. So it's not to say that it's a negative review, I'm just giving you my honest opinion and honest thoughts that these just haven't been my biggest love, I guess, as a shoe from New Balance. But I've been loving the SC Elites. You guys remember, if you remember from last year when I was training for Valencia before I pulled out, I really loved the SC trainer as well, and I did do a bit of training in that in the beginning of this training block. But yeah, that's kind of the video in itself today in a nutshell. I really just kind of wanted to give a quick update and share the news now that I have sort of shared it on social media as well. So I will include the exciting announcement video that we shot at Tower Bridge at the end of this video, but I hope that you enjoyed this quick little update. And if you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment below what videos you would like to see from me, whether they are shoe review videos, training videos, whatever it is, let me know. Otherwise, I hope that you subscribe because I come out with a new video every single week, and sometimes you get 2 a week. So if you're lucky, you might get a second video this week. And yeah, just keep an eye out because I do have a surprise at the weekend. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I am so excited to be running my 10th marathon with New Balance and share that experience with you and what it's like to run the London Marathon with New Balance, the main sponsor of the marathon. It's gonna be super exciting. Lots of exciting things in store, especially for the marathon weekend. So I will be vlogging all of that and taking you guys along. But thank you again so much for watching and supporting and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Everyone, I have an announcement.